HCAM News is supported by our viewers and by Hopkinton Drug, located in this historic New England town since 1954. They are a multifaceted store dedicated to providing clients with an array of healthcare options.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of HCAM News. I'm HCAM News Director Tom Nappy. On today's edition of HCAM News, we'll talk with the Hopkinton Freedom team about their upcoming Martin Luther King Day event. We have the latest on Hiller Sports, plus much more. But first, we were joined by Baypath Humane Society to talk about their fostering program. Hello, everybody. Tom Nappy here, and right now we are joined by Lauren DiMartino from Baypath Humane Society. Lauren, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, and I understand Baypath, they are promoting fostering animals right now. Can you talk about what fostering is?
Sure. So fostering is a chance for us to give the dogs a safe place to decompress, get them out of the shelter, get a chance to know more about them and what kind of home they need. It really helps us place them properly and make sure that we're finding the right family for them, as well as the right dog for each family.
That's terrific. And so how does fostering help the animals?
It helps them decompress. The shelter is pretty stressful for most dogs and cats. We have a great volunteer team, and they come in, so they get walks, they get playtime, socializing. It's just not the same as it is in a home. So it takes that stress level down, and it gives them a chance to show who they really are. And it relieves space in the shelter as well for us to be able to help more animals.
And Baypath is trying to honor the legendary actress who just recently passed away, Betty White, with this program. What encouraged you, Baypath, to involve Betty White in this effort?
Well, we saw the Betty White challenge of people suggesting donations in her name, and who didn't love Betty White and her love and commitment for animals. So what better way to honor her than to do something with that?
So what is the time commitment for somebody that would want to become a foster?
Time commitment is animal specific. Some animals only need a couple days in foster. Maybe we're just looking to see more info, how to place them better. Maybe they're getting little interest. Other animals can be in foster for a few weeks, sometimes up to a month to a couple months. It really is animal specific and what their needs are. A lot of our fosters are open to short term, some are open to long term. So that's something we discuss when they initially apply for fostering, and we kind of work accordingly.
And if somebody wanted to become a foster, how could they reach out?
So they can reach us on our website, baypathhumane.org. Under our Get Involved, there is a link for becoming a foster family. It has a little bit of information to start with about key points that we're looking for, just availability to transfer, kind of just a short, brief information of what it entails, and then a link to an application.
Well, you all are doing great work at the Baypath Humane Society. I think this is a great program you have going on. Thanks so much for joining us to talk about it.
Thank you for having me.
Hello, everybody. Tom Nappy here. And right now we are joined by Kathleen Dinsmore and Cheryl Perrault. And I understand, Kathleen and Cheryl, you are taking part in this year's virtual MLK Day event, which will be airing live on HCAM at 10 a.m. So tell us, what can we expect at this virtual event. I understand there are many people who will be contributing.
Yes, thank you, Tom, for having Cheryl and I here. We have spread the invitation out community-wide to as many organizations as we can think of. And so the show should start out with our keynote speaker, Jamil Adams, who is the founder of the original Freedom Team concept. The first Freedom Team was formed in Natick, so he will spend time giving his presentation. He's always a dynamic speaker. He's a poet. He's just wonderful. He's been a huge inspiration to me personally and to my forming the Hopkinton Freedom Team. And then after that, we're going to have some of the 2-minute talks from representatives of the various communities who are able to participate. And that's where HCAM has been incredibly helpful here, preparing the pre-recorded sessions, hearing about the different communities, how others can get involved, what they're involved in already. And then there will also be short recorded statements or images of art or poems that might be offered, a song, something that leads people to answer the request, what is it about Dr. King that inspired you or has led you to do what you do as part of the community. And finally, another way that we've asked people to get involved is to share some of their resources with us or ways to get involved, either within our community or more broadly. And all of those resources will be posted on Hopkinton Freedom Team's webpage. Cheryl, did I cover everything? Or Tom, you're also very much involved in this, so please contribute.
Well, we're certainly happy to have the HCAM crew helping out and getting these videos together for what should be a great event. Could you talk about the organizations that were involved in putting this event together? It's certainly a different kind of event being virtual this year, but I understand there were some good help from some various organizations in the community.
Yeah, Cheryl, would you like to talk about those?
Sure, I can mention some of them, and to also preface that people of the community, and putting a word out not that long ago and putting this program together, which is virtual, many people have stepped up to the invitation, which is really exciting. And to have this be an inclusive program of members of community as well as community leaders, people who work in different organizations in town, including the library, this Hopkinton Senior Center, the Michael Lisnow Respite Center, Project Just Because, a number of our local churches, the superintendent of schools, the Historical Society, the Hopkinton Trails Club, the Boy Scouts organization, and there's more. And we have people of different generations and representing different walks of life, all being a part of this as community, which makes it really exciting. We don't know what they're bringing to this at this point. You do at HCAM as you're filming them, but it's going to be, I think, really exciting to see everybody's contributions to this that come in the form of spoken words and also film imagery, also Jamil's wonderful, I know in advance, presentation, and check out his TED Talk, which is on the internet if you haven't seen him, to get an idea of what he is about, and some other surprise segments also that will be to be determined. How's that, Kathleen?
Perfect.
And Kathleen, the Hopkinton Freedom Team played a big role in putting this event together. Can you talk about the Hopkinton Freedom Team and what they do?
Sure. So the Hopkinton Freedom Team has only been in existence for about a year and a half. And it's a really wonderful example of collaboration where a lot of different community leaders and members have agreed to come together to meet the needs of our community in terms of if there is any bias or injustice in the town, that we are going to be prepared to address those. And that will be, and what you may have already seen in the last year and a half through events such as this MLK Day event. It's been through the Pride Parade that we organized and collaborated on with the Youth Commission and others last summer. The active bystander training. So it's really bringing more conversation and awareness to our community. And it's also, in a smaller way, offering a space that's safe and confidential to anyone who has experienced any form of bias or who has been witness to bias, using a transformative justice model. And working towards healing and towards trying to prevent the harm from happening.
Did I hear lit also as part of the talk?
Absolutely.
To promote a strong sense of love, inclusion, and trust within our community. Love is a universal thing that the whole world needs now. And that's a main part of Jamil's message as the founder of Freedom Team.
And how has the participation been with the Freedom Team? They've had some great events that were heavily attended. How's the participation and involvement in this relatively new group to the community?
I think it's been overwhelming. I mean, I am just so heartened and bolstered by all of the support, and that it's growing and that people are invited to join, whether that's to participate in our events or to help us or to bring us an idea of more things that you would like to see. I think that it is trying to fill a spot that has been needed for quite a while.
I think we've really been very strongly supported. And I know for the recent project, the Marathon Love Letter Project, which created a small film to send out in time of the marathon back in October, and going over to the senior center and talking to folks about the Freedom Team. The people that I met with, took pictures with, filmed a little bit there. They were excited to hear what's going on with the mission of the team in promoting more sense of inclusion and unity and again, love within this town. They did some beautiful contributions as well as walking the trails during an art event put on by the Hopkinton Cultural Council. And some people I had never met before began talking about some of the exhibits on Art on the Trail. That was beautiful, and heard about the Freedom Team and the events going on, and mentioned they had heard about it and were new in town, and it gave us a great common ground of conversation to talk about what's happening and what's growing in our town.
Well, the Freedom Team and you both are certainly doing great work in the community. If somebody wanted to get involved with the Freedom Team, where can they go for more information?
So our website is hopkintonfreedomteam.org, and there's a way to contact us, and we will certainly respond. And we hope that you do reach out.
Absolutely. Well, we got the Martin Luther King Day celebration this Monday, 10 a.m. airing on HCAM. Is there anything else anyone should know out there about this upcoming event?
Well, it is going to be recorded as well. So if people are involved with doing some sort of community service or otherwise engaged at 10 o'clock on Monday, it will be available to watch at any time. And certainly all of the calls to action and resources that we'll be including will be available. And we hope that people really do dig into those and find something that piques their interest. So thank you.
Not just on that holiday, but any day as well. It's exciting to be able to offer a listing like that for our community.
Absolutely. We're certainly excited to help out, and you'll be able to see the video anytime if you can't make it at 10 a.m. You could access it through our website, hcam.tv, as well as our YouTube page, youtube.com/hcamtv. Kathleen, Cheryl, thanks so much for taking time to talk with us today.
Thank you,
Thank
Tom.
you, Tom.
We are going to take a quick time out. A whole lot more ahead on HCAM News. Don't go anywhere. HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance. Welcome back to HCAM News. The Hopkinton Hillers winter sports season is in full swing. Here's a look at the latest. On January 8th, Hiller boys and girls swimming took on Dover Sherborne. Here's a look at some
Good to
highlights.
see the kids out there cheering a little bit at the end there.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Got
is.
a lot
All
to be
right, come on,
thankful
Kevin.
for
And
over
who's
there.
swimming anchor in lane 4, John?
Tyler Fallon will
Tyler
be diving
Fallon.
in.
All right, come on, Tyler. He got a little bit of a lead in the pool, which is awesome. Let's see.
Nice helicopter hands there.
Come on,
Nice.
Tyler.
But he's got a
Come
very
on,
worthy
Tyler.
opponent there in lane
That
3.
he does. Let's see. Let's
The
see.
turn
Good
is always
walls.
his turn is always so good.
All right,
Yeah,
beautiful.
coming out of the
Come
turn.
on, Tyler.
Come on, Tyler.
Come on, Tyler.
This is
Let's
important,
go.
Tyler.
This
Let's
is
make it happen.
awesome.
Go,
Come on, Tyler.
Tyler.
All right, he's got to power
got it,
all the
he's
way
got
to the
it.
wall. Nice.
Yeah.
So the swimmer from Dover Sherborne is catching up. We have some strong pulls here by everyone. Nice turn again. Natalie Buffard has really had some nice turns on this event. Deirdre has as well. And then we have the girl from Dover Sherborne is looking really good too. So let's see. All right, come on, Natalie. Come on, Natalie. All right, nice. Nice swim by Natalie Buffard. Dover Sherborne gets second, and a very nice swim by Deirdre Belger in third. And we have Mayu over in lane 6. She's looking good.
Boys swimming fell to Dover Sherborne in a close one, 89-73. Tyler Fallon won a pair of races for the boys. The girls' team took a 95-69 victory over Dover Sherborne. Olivia Scalora captured the victory in a pair of races for the Hiller girls. On Tuesday, January 11th, boys track and field finished undefeated in the TVL and claimed the TVL Large Championship as they took down Holliston and Ashland. Some of the key victories were captured by Sean Golombiewski, Neil Abraham, Declan Mick, and Ansu Valor. Girls track and field split with Ashland and Holliston. Some of the key wins by the Hiller girls were by Ellie Driscoll, Carmen Thomas, Saneed Herr, Bridget O'Connor, and Kira O'Connor. Girls basketball opened up their season in Dover Sherborne after many COVID postponements. On Tuesday, January 11th, the girls fell in a close game, 49-35. Boys basketball battled Dover Sherborne at home this past Tuesday. The Hiller offense got things rolling early on.
Well, Coach Key knows he's going to have to be aggressive against this talented Dover Sherborne team, and that's what he's doing here. Paharic for 3, count it. Now Rahim for 3, count it.
Offensive barrage. I don't know if they've missed any shots tonight.
They have not. They are perfect from the field so far.
Forced it.
2 for Tahi it goes.
Nice recovery.
Rahim for 3, yes! Caleb Rahim, the senior, feeling it.
A nice run to start the first quarter. Hopkinton outscored Dover Sherborne in the first frame, 22-19, as Caleb Braham and Nate Casper each struck for 6 points in the quarter.
Casper, Tahi, driving in, kicks it out. Up is Rahane.
Ooh.
Yes!
That's his third three-pointer.
Hillers outscored Dover Sherborne in the second quarter, 15-14, and took a 37-31 lead into the halftime locker room. In the third quarter, Luke Rinaldi of Dover Sherborne struck for 16 points in the quarter.
Schnorr, Poku with the rebound, feeds it up to Rinaldi. Rinaldi with the finish.
Good time out there. I think it's the first lead of the night for Dover Sherborne.
Dover Sherborne outscored Hopkinton 19-11 in the quarter and led 50-48 heading into the fourth quarter. Dover Sherborne continued to strike effectively from the low post in the fourth quarter, outscoring Hopkinton 19-17 in the frame, and Dover Sherborne took the win over the Hillers 69-65. Hopkinton fell to 2-2 on the season, while Dover Sherborne improved to 7-1. On Wednesday, January 12th, Hiller boys hockey battled Dover Sherborne Weston Co-op. DS struck first a minute and 35 seconds in.
Working it up the ice, Andrew Martin. Getting in front of him, Scardino. Looking for a shot, and it's in! What a shot that was! Left side of the net goes Braden McKenna, the freshman. And just like that, it's 1-0 Dover Sherborne Weston.
After the Dover Sherborne goals, the Hillers netted 2 of their own.
Get some good TVL hockey action. Jammed up along the corner, and there's a shot, and it's in! Manoli Barris with a beauty. Manoli Barris on the one-timer, ties it up at 1 apiece. Hilt along the near side. Here goes Carazza, trying to break away, rushing in, and he'll score! Joe Carazza with a beauty of a breakaway, pops it in with the backhander, and it's 2-1 Hillers.
Hopkinton led 2-1 heading into the second period. Both teams struck for more goals in the second frame.
Don't forget, we have a whole lot of Hiller sports for you this week and weekend. More on that in just a moment. Zolotarev sends it out. Carazza with a shot and a goal! Goldstein didn't even see it coming, and he just put it right over the goaltender's head. Unbelievable. Misfire there, it's taken away. Here goes Burke. Flying up the ice, and he puts it in! Connor Burke with an unbelievable steal and able to burn Carazza up the ice to make it a 3-2 game. Ian Tosca. Backhander out in front. Title trying to get the stick in there, and it's put in! And I'm not sure who got the last touch on that one. I want to say it was Scardino. Opportunity here. Morse sends it up. Now back to Morse. Takes the shot, and it's put in! Morse was trying to get it in front of the net, and it went right off the stick of Carazza.
Hopkinton outscored Dover Sherborne 3-1 in the second period. The Hillers ended up taking the game by a final of 6-2 and captured their first win of the season. Later on that night, Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Girls Co-op hosted West and East Bridgewater Co-op, otherwise known as Webb. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne struck in the first period.
For those of you trying to tune into the live stream, we are having some connection issues, but we will continue to work on them. And we're going to have a goal by the Hillers. It's going to be Bianca Musgrave.
Hillers led 1-0 heading into the second and fouled the net once again.
Sophia Mazzucchelli, the Last standing Hillers Co-op player out of BBT takes the shot, and that is in. Goal Hillers. That'll make it a 2-0 game.
Sophia Mazzucchelli out of Blackstone Valley Tech nets a goal at 9:36 left to give the Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Co-op a 2-0 lead, and that's how the score would stay, as the girls also captured their first win of the season this past Wednesday night. It's time to take a look at some happenings in town you should know about. To find out everything happening at the Hopkinton Senior Center, check out their monthly edition of the Hilltopper. You can find the latest edition at our website, hcam.tv. Don't forget, Monday, January 17th, it is Martin Luther King Day, and we will have a virtual program hosted by the Hopkinton Freedom team and airing on HCAM TV. The program will air live at 10 a.m. The keynote speaker will be Jameel Adams. And if you can't make the 10 a.m. edition, don't worry. It'll be available on our YouTube page, youtube.com/HCAMTV. Our picture of the week, a warm-looking sunset on a very chilly evening in Hopkinton. This picture taken by Mike Tarosian. What a beautiful sunset over Hopkinton Middle School. Upcoming town government meetings include on Thursday, January 20th at 7 p.m. You can catch the school committee meeting live on our HCAM Ed channel, as well as our YouTube page. And don't forget, Monday, January 17th on HCAM TV at 10 a.m., we'll have our Martin Luther King Day services. For all upcoming town government meetings, head over to hopkintonma.gov. Believe it or not, we are out of time for this edition of HCAM News. But don't worry, next Thursday at 6:30 p.m., we'll be back with a brand new episode. For everyone at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. As always, we thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon.